If this is the first time you're in my channel, I live in South Texas. If you've ever traveled to Texas, we have the nicest people in the world, but also the craziest weather in the world as well. Sometimes it's really chill, it's sunny, it's lovely. Other times it's hot, like crazy humid heat. And other times out of nowhere, it just decides to hit you with a snowstorm and you lose power, water, and everything. So it's definitely a little bit crazy. Time of filming this video, it's actually the beginning of May season. A lot of places, May is kind of like this lovely spring weather. And I know in some areas in Canada, it even snows at the end of April, even in May. But in Texas, we're in a full-blown summer mode. Okay. It's really hot, and our light bill, our electricity bill every month during the summer, it's actually really high. So we try to preserve our energy by not using blanket at night. But it's a little bit crazy because sometimes it does get cool or a little bit cold because sometimes it rains. It can be 90 degrees at one point and then quickly 65 degrees the next day. And then the third day it's back to 85. So it's crazy. You always have to be prepared with 2 seasons. Okay, so previously it has been really hot in Texas and I've been complaining of not being able to fall asleep. Ta-da! So this is from Amazon and this is the cooling pillowcase, and there is also a cooling blanket. So it says that there is high technology that helps the material to keep you cool. So even though you're tucked in and you're covered, you feel this nice cozy vibe. At the same time, it doesn't increase your body temperature or doesn't preserve too much of your body temperature. So you're more breathable. You can actually keep it cool even though you're tucked in nicely at night. So I'm so excited to try this out. So basically, according to this product, it says there's a cool touch technology that absorbs the heat to keep it cool. So on one side, there's your skin and there's your sweat. On the other side, it just helps you to evacuate or just helps the sweat to cool off instead of just like keeping it within, so it doesn't preserve the heat as much as the other blankets. So in today's video, we're going to unbox, and for this week, we're going to put it to try to see if it actually keeps it cool. But first impression, this blanket is really soft. Whether it keeps it cool or not, I do really like the color because, you know, I love blue. And it's actually really soft. And upon touch, it feels pretty cool. It doesn't feel like, you know, those like super fuzzy blanket that like you touch it, it's like, oh, so warm or so hot. This one, it feels cool, but I don't know if it actually works, but I'm so excited to put it to try because today is actually really hot. I was actually half dead. I was ready to film this video to unbox, but I was like, just give me more time. And then I realized that it was too hot upstairs and I forgot to turn on the AC because there's like a different temperature upstairs and downstairs, but our master bedroom is actually upstairs, which makes it harder to keep it cool in summer. I can't keep it cool, so. Okay, so let's unbox this. Wow, this is nice. It has a return policy. Basically, if an item is missing, damaged, please contact our team. But if it doesn't work for you, then as long as it's still in original condition, we can accept returns for free. Oh, nice. Free returns. It says washing max 30 degrees Celsius, very mild. Do not bleach, iron, do not dry clean, and please hang in the shade. So don't hang in the sun, I guess. And no dryer. Don't put it in the dryer, I guess. You can machine wash, but not put it in the dryer, I guess. Let's see. Oh, see, this is nice. Interesting. So one side is cotton. This is probably made of cotton. And the other side, oh, I like the outside actually. First impression, let's try this out. Hey, it feels actually really soft. It feels really soft, but we'll have to sleep in it to let you know if it actually pretty cool. So we'll keep you updated. You can definitely sleep in it, and you can also just like throw it on the couch as a throw. Like if you want to take a nap, this will be a perfect napping blanket. Have cooling pillowcase. Alright, now it's time to try out the pillowcase and the blanket. The pillowcase set actually comes with 2 pillowcases, but just for the sake of comparison, I only put 1 pillowcase on one of the pillows, so my husband is actually sleeping on the regular pillowcase versus I actually have the new pillowcases. But don't worry, he soon stole my blanket because he actually enjoyed so much. I've been trying to wonder like how am I going to film this part, because I was trying to film me sleeping, but it's just so awkward to sleep while knowing that there is a camera in front of you. So right now, of course, I'm just fake sleeping on the filming day, but of course my cat thought I was going to the sleeping mode, and here he comes. Simba's like, wait, don't sleep without me, I'm coming. So here he goes, Simba attack. But we've been sleeping with this blanket and pillowcases for the past 2 weeks, and by we, I mean I started it and then my husband actually stole the blanket for me because he actually really enjoys it. The blanket is very soft, and it also has a cooling effect. You know, sometimes when you sleep in the summer and you sweat a little bit during the dreaming state, and sometimes we get sweaty and then it just somehow gets stuffy within the blanket, or under the blanket I want to say. But with this blanket, it actually airs out pretty good, so you don't actually sweat a lot at night, which is perfect for Texas summer. So if you live in a very hot and humid climate, or if you get really hot when you sleep, I know a lot of my friends, they actually get really hot when they sleep, I think this blanket may be for you because it's actually really cool, and it's really easy, it's really breathable, and the best part is that it's actually really soft. So I've been enjoying it. So today, as I'm filming this video, I released the other pillowcase to my husband tonight, so he can actually try it out as well. But he said he can definitely feel a difference between this pillowcase and the one he had, and he's been complaining about not enjoying it, and he really enjoyed this blanket. We may actually have to buy more, or maybe if they sell like a bedding, like we can actually change our sheet, because I felt like it would be something to sleep on top very nicely as well. Alright guys, I finally waken up and my cat is back to the bed to fall asleep. I've been using the pillowcase and also the blanket for the past 2 weeks, and my favorite feature of the blanket and pillowcases is that it is so dang soft. So I intentionally kept our old pillowcases on the other pillow where my husband sleeps, and he actually prefers mine. So he actually stole my blanket for several nights, and there are several nights actually it got pretty cold in Texas at night. So what I did was I actually put a weighted blanket on top of this blanket so it gets a little bit warmer. The material of this blanket is very thin. When it gets really cold at night, it does get a little bit colder, but when I put a weighted blanket, I just feel like, oh, it's so soft. So I think even when winter comes, we'll still keep this blanket, but we'll probably just put like a heavier blanket on top, because I actually prefer this side of the material. I felt like this is so soft. In terms of the cooling effect, I do think one side of the blanket is really cool. It's this side. It's softer, super silky, and super cool. And I do think that, like, you know how sometimes you wake up and you feel like, oh, I'm so sweaty, I need another shower before going out. Well, I think with this blanket I actually didn't need to, because it feels like super dry. It's not like sweaty or humid or anything. So if you live in like anywhere in the south when it's humid and hot in the summer, I do highly recommend this blanket. It's really breathable, so it doesn't preserve any heat of the body during the sleep. So he's been enjoying it as well, so I was like, maybe I should get one for him so he will not steal mine. But overall, highly recommend. I've been enjoying this so much, and summer is coming. If you're giving someone a present, I think this one will be a very affordable present, but also has really good practical use. I think your friend or yourself is going to really enjoy it. Oh, feels so good. Yeah. Alrighty, that's it for today's video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Put the link to this item in the description box down below. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and I think I'm gonna go back to a nap.